right now, it's okay because I'll get you, you'll be able to see as long as you're watching what I'm sharing. Thumbs up if you can see the green square that says Amana Virtual Art Week 2. Just give me a thumbs up. Cool, I can see. Gonzaga sees it. Miles sees it. Amir sees it. One Miles does. All right, good job, good job. So let's talk about what did we learn last week? You didn't have a live class with me. You guys had a recording. So you watched the recording, you learned a little bit about me, you learned when you have art. So you have art Tuesday this week. Next week, you'll watch a video again. And then the week after that, you'll have another live session with me. And that will be when you get to do art like this one. Does anybody know who Anna Sophia is? If you do,
In our class.
she's in your class?
Mm-hmm.
Does she have another name?
I don't know.
Okay, no, that's fine. I don't think my list is as up to date as it should be. So, okay. So I will let that one in. Clearly it's not because I didn't have Carson on there either. And all right. So let's talk about classroom expectations. You guys are rocking it right now. I am so glad to be able to see your faces for one thing. So thank you to people who had their camera on for a few minutes. Let me see you. Then you guys have been muted. You've not been yelling at each other. You've not been seeing everybody over. Zara, I'll get you in a second, darling. And then you've had your camera on, and those of you who have kept it on, awesome. But I've told you it's okay. You can turn it off by now. And you guys are pretty much on time. I mean, like, we only have 30 minutes. So if you end up 20 minutes late, you won't be able to do much with us. And I see Cassidy just joined us. So those are just our general expectations. And then we'll talk more about supplies in a little bit. I'm going to stop sharing my screen just for a moment. And I'm going to go back to sharing this one over here. So everybody should at least be able to see the Nearpod, even if you're not in it. It's okay if you're not. So let's talk about what we're going to do today. This is my PowerPoint presentation from the video, so that's why it says the first thing we're going to do is watch a video. You're not watching a video, you're in the video. Later, we will go over the Google form. Oh, good, I'm glad you can see it now, Zara. And then we will also check you don't have Seesaw, you're not kindergarten through third, but we will check our Google Classroom. And when I checked earlier, you are the class that has the most students in it. So good job. Yesterday, my fourth grade class had 8 people, but today you guys have 10. So that's even more. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to use AutoDraw. So today's project is going to be about using AutoDraw. You're going to get to watch me on the screen, and then we'll talk about how you can add this to your Google Class for your assignment. AutoDraw. It says click here to open the web page. If you want to, you can. If you want to just watch while I am doing it, I will show you as soon as I can move my screen over there. There we go. All right. So thumbs up if you can see a big blank canvas or just a piece of paper with some tools on the side. Cedric hands are, and I'll get to you just a second, Ethan. I just lost Ethan's window. There he is. All right, Ethan, what's your question, dude?
So my question was, are we supposed to be in Nearpod? Because I got here like a little.
You can, if you can join us, go for it. But if you can just see what I'm doing, that also works. That's also fine.
Yeah, because what is the code to join Nearpod?
I'll write, you know what, I will type it in the box so that people can see it. It's NPHIT, but I will put it over in the chat too.
Okay.
So there you go. AutoDraw. AutoDraw is a computer program that tries to figure out what you have done when you are drawing with your mouse. This is the canvas, the big white square. If you click these 3 lines in the top left corner, you can see there's other pieces of paper that you can use. You can use the one that goes vertical, you can use the one that is horizontal, or you can pick one in the middle that's just a square. I'm going to go with the square one just because that's the last thing I picked. And on the side, you can see there is a toolbar. Let's look at this toolbar. This button right here says select. That's something you'll use later. This one right here underneath it says AutoDraw, and it's got little sparklies around it. That's important. The one underneath the AutoDraw is just regular draw. Then you have type, you have fill, which does one color. Then we have the second to last is undo. I'll undo that. You have shapes. So if you just want to pick a shape and draw it, you can use that. And I'm going to hit that undo button again. Then underneath the shape buttons is the color bar. There's actually quite a few colors to scroll through. And I'm going to switch over to, there we go. And then this is the zoom button in case you need to make something bigger. And up here at the very top on the left, that's how you go back to what you needed. Because I just moved my sheet and there we go. So I'm going to come over here to AutoDraw and I'm going to try and draw and up here at the top bar, AutoDraw looks at what I just did and it tries to figure out what I just drew. So it says, did you draw a flower? No, I can see where they thought that. No, that wasn't what I was drawing. Did you draw, I think that's a bunch of asparagus? Nope, I didn't draw an asparagus. Did you draw a garden? No, I wasn't trying to draw a garden, but it does have down here, closer to it, it says, were you trying to draw trees? And so yes, I was definitely trying to draw a tree. I'm going to pick one of these trees that I like, and I think this one is kind of cool. It looks a little bit closer to the one that I'm trying to go for. So we're going to hit the select button because it's really big. And when you hit the select button and you press that, it will make this box appear around it. And you can shrink or you can enlarge it. And I'm going to make it, well, medium. It also lets you move it around. If I click off of that, then it's not selected anymore. If I wanted to make more, there's a shortcut. I'm going to hit on my keyboard Control and C. So I'm going to select it again, hit Control C, then click off of it and hit Control V, and now I've got 2 trees. So you can do the same things over and over again. Let's add, let's see if it can figure out. It's going to think I'm drawing a flower again. But, oh, wait, no, look. I can do a sun. I can do, oh, I like that one. We'll do that sun. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to make it a lot smaller. And I'm going to put that one over on the side. So AutoDraw is just a fun program to use to figure out how, or try and play with something. And when you are using the one that says AutoDraw, that's the one that will make the computer ask, are you doing this? If you use the one that just says regular draw, when you do something, it won't say, are you doing this? It just, that's just what you did. So I'm going to undo that last one. And I'm going to select, I'm going to select my grass. And I'm going to hit that and that. And then I've got that. And if I move that down and that one down, and now it's on the bottom of the ground, I'm going to move my trees down. They go behind it. And now I've made an outdoor picture. So for your project, for your assignment today, is that you guys are going to get a chance to explore using AutoDraw. I'll give you some some challenges that you can work with. When you get done, you can hit fill. You can start filling in things, although you got to be careful let's go back and fill in. Let's just do the grass. So I'm going to do grass, 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 and that part. I'll do that. Ah, ha, ha. See, that's better. And then I can do the tree. Oop, come back. There we go. Do the tree and the tree. And now I think if I do the sky, it shouldn't turn everything. Oh, there we go. Now the sky didn't turn everything blue. I could fix the sun though. But when you are done, I'm not going to do all this. When you are done, find the 3 lines on the top left again, go to download, and it will ask you how do you want to download it. You just hit save file and OK. Or you can share it and you can copy the link. I know you guys are my 5th graders and you're getting pretty good at this kind of stuff, so I know you'll be able to figure that out. So what do we do with all of that? I want you to bring it to your Google Classroom, go to your assignment, and turn it in. I don't actually have an account, so I can't turn something in for you. But it looks like some people have already figured out how to get these things turned in. So turn in or find a way to do your Google Classroom. Let me see. I've got the 2 who have turned something in. You know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you. This is my class that's got. So this is some of the students who have turned in something for me from 4th grade. And she was able to post her picture up here. And she drew a nice beach scene with Jaws jumping out of the water. So what are your challenges for this? Some of your challenge are draw something you did over the summer. Even if you just sat on the couch and played video games, figure out how to draw a couch. See if you can figure out how to draw a person. I'll bet you there's a video game controller somewhere in there that you could draw that person holding. Draw, and it should say your favorite place outside, which is what our friend at the beach in the Jaws did. Or you can make a hero, or you can make a robot, or you can make an alien, or you can just scribble something and see where it goes from there. Just as a little side, I tried to draw my dogs with using AutoDraw. So when you're done, take it to your Google Classroom and post it on your assignment. Before we go too far and start exploring, I will put a link on your Google Classroom to a survey about art supplies. This isn't anything official. This doesn't mean run out right now and go buy a bunch of things. I'll give you a second, Layla. But it does mean I need to find out if everybody in your classroom has paint, then cool. With your class, maybe I can do paint. If everyone's got yarn, I might be able to do some yarn projects, things like that. And you should be able to use this Google form without having a Google account. So don't worry about that one. You can erase in AutoDraw, Cassidy, by either hitting the undo button a couple of times and it should get rid of something. Try that one. And yes, Layla, let me get you unmuted. What's your question?
How do I turn this stuff in on Google Classroom?
I may have to make an account and show you because I didn't see anything immediately. So that is all for the Nearpod. So I'm going to stop sharing that.
Wait, can I share my screen share?
Just said that. Miles said that.
Yeah,
Let's
I said that.
see if I can share with, or let you share. All right, give it a try. Give it a try.
There we go. It works. All right. So you go to Google Classroom. And I'm in my dad's account. Yes, I know. log into your account. Go to Franz. Go to classwork. And you see this. Press view assignment. Then over here, it should say, well, unsubmit. You can unsubmit it. And then it should say mark as done. Press that. Mark as done. And then that's it.
Well, all right. That works out nicely. And that, yeah, I couldn't see that because I don't have an actual account. Does anybody know who the person Anaya's life is? Miles, you can.
That's Anon. That's her mom or something.
Hanan's? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Well, good news is, yes, Amir, that should be totally fine. In fact, that might be kind of cool to play with if you've got a, you can try these on a tablet and see if you can do it with the touch, or if you want to just do it with your mouse. Both of them should work. So for this class and for this assignment, your assignment is to try AutoDraw. Your other assignment is to join Google Classroom so that you can come in and so that you can post. And that's it for today. If you think you've got a good handle on any of this and you want to spend the next 5 minutes before your next class playing on AutoDraw, you are welcome to. If you want to stay and talk to me, I will let you know. I'll take you guys off on mute and we can talk for a few minutes. If you missed anything, I'm going to put this recording up on our daily sheet, but there's also a pre-recorded video that I did, which has all of the same information. So you can watch that one and get all of the same information there too. So if you want to stay, you are very welcome. I will have to kick us all out in about 5 minutes. But if you think you were good to go, you're welcome to head on out. It was very good to see everybody.